And we are back with yet another episode of the most quotable films of all time. This time starting with the letter E. And this was a close one, actually, between Easy Rider and The Exorcist, but the scary one won out. We're doing The Exorcist, which should be very interesting. May have to put a
It's,
disclaimer at the front of this one, but
it's
yeah.
not going to make Jack Nicholson happy.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, let's get into this. One of the scariest movies of all time, I think still considered to be one of the greatest horror movies ever, which is it's an interesting one because it is kind of like a slow build and then it gets totally out of control at the end.
Yeah,
Uh,
when they're actually doing the exorcism.
right. Yeah. But yeah, as we were saying a little bit offline earlier, this really is more about the priest and his faith or lack thereof, the issues that he's having, and then having to battle the devil on top of it. So yeah, very, very interesting movie. So I think you started last time, so I will start with my five, which is, I believe it's Reagan says this line um, to the priest, uh, or I guess I don't know if it's Reagan or the devil, either one, but says,
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
Actually, it was the devil that said that.
right, yeah.
Um, but I have the a bigger quote on that.
Oh, okay, so not that one.
Yeah, further up.
Oh, okay, all
It's
right.
in, it's included in that quote. So my number five is uh, the devil talking to Father Karras.
Hmm.
Goes,
Your mother's in here with his cars. Would you like to leave a message? I see that she gets it.
Oh, okay, yeah, very good. I have a different one about Karas's mother higher up. All right, so my number four is actually similar to your number five. When he says to her,
Where's Reagan?
In here with us.
so didn't make your list, I guess, right?
and then Chris is talking to the psychiatrist because
Uh-huh.
you remember they took her to a psychiatrist in the beginning.
Right.
So he said, it's pretty much discarded these days, except by the Catholics who keep it in the closet as a sort of embarrassment. It has worked, in fact, although not for the reason they think. Of course, it was purely the force of suggestion. The victim's belief in possession helped cause it, and just in the same way, this belief in the power of exorcism can make it disappear.
Okay.
So,
So
of
yeah,
course, psychiatrists are just saying, yeah, it's a psychiatric problem.
right.
It'll take care of itself. You don't need to do an exorcism.
Yeah, right. I remember that part. So that was your number four, obviously.
Yes, that was
Okay.
for.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. And I think that the movie works really well and that it shows like each step of the mom trying to, not knowing what to do and taking her, of course, to medical doctors first and then going from there. Um, so yeah, now my number three starts to get into the crazy stuff. Uh, I felt like I would be remiss not to include this, and it's the crucifix thing. So, did you have that on your list?
Uh, no, I did not have that part on my list.
Wow, I'm surprised. Okay. So what's your three?
Okay, my three was your five, but I have the expanded version.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
You'd like that?
Intensely.
But wouldn't that drive you out of Reagan?
It would bring us together.
You and Reagan.
You and us.
Right. Okay. So yeah, you got the full dialogue there. That's good. So we do have one in common thus far, technically. All right. So my number two is the one I alluded to earlier, uh, that the devil says to about Karras's mother.
Your mother sucks cocks in hell, Karis, you faithless swine.
You didn't have that one?
No, I didn't. I told you I was being good on this one.
I can't believe we flip-flopped here. I'm the one with the bad ones. Okay. So what's your two?
Uh,
I'm Damien Karras.
And I'm the devil. Now kindly undo these straps.
If you're the devil, why not make the straps disappear?
That's much too vulgar display of power, Karis.
Yeah, that was a good one, actually. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So I'm thinking we may have the same number one.
I
Uh,
don't know.
eh,
Like the ones that you're coming up with.
no, no, no. Mine. This is a good one, like meaning in a good way, and it's when both of the priests are saying in unison,
The power of Christ compels you! 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 The power of Christ compels you!
No, that's not my number one.
"Oh man, really? Okay, what's your one?"
Uh, Father Marin says to Father Karras,
The demon is a liar. He will like to confuse us. But he will also mix lies with the truth to attack us. The attack is psychological, Damien, and powerful. So don't listen. Remember that. Do not listen.
Okay,
and of
very
course,
good.
Karras didn't follow the script, and
Right.
then he wound into trouble with all
Yeah.
the other things that the devil saying about his mother, which you brought up.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm in a way, I'm kind of glad that it looks like my number three won't make it because I was like I felt bad about putting that one. Uh, but we'll get at least one with some cursing in
Well, then
there.
you should have made that one number five.
I didn't want to start off with the craziness. All right, so let's put our one in common in the middle since that was not our number one. We'll put it at number three, the excellent day for exorcism. And then we'll put our ones at one and two. So the do not listen. I think we got to put the power of Christ compels you at one because someone who voted for this put it in the comments of their vote. So obviously it's a popular quote. And
Was that
then
the deciding vote?
no, I think it won like 48% to 45% and like almost 100 people voted.
A
So
hundred people.
yeah, man. There's a lot of people on Johnny Radio voting for stuff on a regular basis now. So now our number twos. We'll start we our so at number five we'll put your two, so it's a nicer lead in, and then the your mother will be at number four. So we got straps at five. Okay. I think that sums up the movie nicely.
Yeah, the good parts and the nasty parts.
Yeah. And then of course there's, the her running down the stairs like I don't know how they filmed that because it looked pretty
Yeah,
real.
yeah,
What on her
yeah.
hands or whatever.
And her head spinning.
And her levitating and then
Yeah, levitating.
throwing up on Dr. Car or the priest Karras, which for years I stayed away for The Exorcist for the longest time because in that one scene in the Burbs, you see that one shot of her vomiting on the guy. And I was like, yeah, I don't really want to see this. But then curiosity led me to see it finally.
It wasn't vomiting, it was projectile vomiting.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, all right. Well, very good. Any other honorable mentions did you have or
Well, one of the other things that she said before she started like going totally bonkers was she came down the stairs and there was a party at the house and the guy was an astronaut and she goes up to him and says, "You're gonna die up there."
right, yeah, yeah. That was super creepy actually. Like that's the point of the movie where it starts getting like, okay, this is gonna go south in a bad way. And then like she pees on the floor
Yeah,
or something.
that was the beginning of the start of all the creepy stuff.
Right, yeah. Yep, pretty insane. All right. Well, without any further ado, here now are the top five Exorcist quotes according to three and four right now.
I'm Damien Karras.
And I'm the devil. Now kindly undo these straps.
If you're the devil, why not make the straps disappear?
That's much too vulgar a display of power, Karis. Your mother sucks cocks in hell, Karis, you faithless swine. What an excellent day for an exorcism.
You'd like that?
Intensely.
But wouldn't that drive you out of Reagan?
It would bring us together.
You and Reagan.
You and us.
The demon is a liar. He will like to confuse us. But he will also mix lies with the truth to attack us. The attack is psychological, Damien. And powerful. So don't listen. Remember that. Do not listen.
The power of Christ compels you! 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 The power of Christ compels you!
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We got that out of the way. So now we can move on to the letter F, which I think has some more quotable options than the letter E at this point. But my list from the top down is A Few Good Men, Full Metal Jacket, Fight Club, and The Fugitive. What do you have?
Family Business,
Okay,
A Fish Called Wanda,
that's a good
Fall
one.
Guy, and Fat Man.
Really? Fat Man? Okay.
Yeah, that has a lot of good quotes in it.
Well, yeah, I guess the what's his name? Walter Goggins had a lot of good lines. Um, okay. So we have none in common, so it's this makes it easy. Our twos.
Another Mel Gibson movie.
Yep. All right. So A Few Good Men, Family Business, Full Metal Jacket, and A Fish Called Wanda are the options. So you know what to do in either the comments below or voting. And yeah, so we'll see what happens. Oh, someone also commented on last week's video of Donnie Brasco saying that they uh for Christmas give each other $100 bill like the movie Donnie Brasco, which is
What?
another uh do you remember the part in Donnie Brasco for Christmas? They give each other a gift and they both give each other $100 bill for the same thing, which is another funny scene that we forgot to mention. But I guess somebody felt compelled to say that they do that for Christmas now every year. So good stuff. So thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you on the next one. Love you.
Love you too.
All right, bye.
But